everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It has been a while since I uploaded any type of a cooking video over the weekend, and there's really no rhyme or reason for it, just that I just haven't uploaded one. So if you were watching my video earlier this week, I did say I would be back with a recipe. I'm going to call it a French toast casserole. So I'm going to be changing the flavor profile slightly to help me use up some of my Jordan skinny syrup and some protein powder. So what I'm actually going to use in this recipe today is some of the chocolate caramel candy bar. And I'm going to be using for my bread some of the Carb Master bread. Now, feel free to use any bread of your choice, even your protein bread, your egg white protein bread is, I'm sure, will be fine. I have 3 eggs. I also have a tablespoon and a half butter sitting on my stove in a little cup, so it can stay melted. I have some vanilla. I have some cinnamon. And I also have some egg white. And I have some of the skinny syrup. So what we're going to do first, let me get some of this out of the way, is, you know what, and I probably need to adjust this camera so you can see what I'm doing down here. 1 second. Okay, you can't see me, but that's fine. So what we're going to start with is taking care of our eggs. And let me get those cracked for you guys. And I hope you guys have enjoyed your summer. And if you're where you're at, if you're still getting summer, hey, enjoy it. I'm shocked that we are still having some, really decent warm days here in Seattle. And you better believe I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm not measuring anything. I have, let me see, a little bit of egg white left in here. So I'm just going to use that up. Probably was like a tablespoon. And let's move on to this one. This is a very, very easy recipe. I mean, super easy. And if you hear a beeping, it's in a few minutes, it's because I have some chicken breast cooking in the oven. Okay. We'll see if that's enough. If not, we can always add more. And I'm going to go in with cinnamon. I have my vanilla, and I'm just going to do a little bit of vanilla. Like so. And we're going to make sure everything is nice and incorporated. So take the whisk and get everything nice and incorporated. Okay, it's looking nice and incorporated. Now, 1 second, there's that beep for my chicken. Okay, the chicken was not ready. I'm giving it a few more minutes. We're going to wing it with the bread too. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to say 4 slices. Oh, before we do the bread, I'm getting ahead of myself. protein powder. Now, this protein powder per scoop has 2 grams of fat, 2 carbohydrates, and 20 grams of protein. So we're going to go in with just 2 scoops. Because this is going to be a very high protein type of dessert. I guess you can call it a dessert because it's going to be sweet. Because you can eat it for your breakfast or as a side dish or dessert or something. Now let's get this incorporated. And you want to make sure there isn't too many lumps. I mean, a few lumps is fine, but you don't want too many. And we are going to go in here with our syrup. And I'm not really measuring, and give it some stirs. Okay, now back to the bread. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 slices of bread. What I'm going to do is, yes, my counter is clean, I cleaned it up, is cut these a little bit so that they are in like little chunks. They can be big chunks, little chunks, however way you want to do it is fine. And then we're going to put them in that mixture and let it sit for like, I'm going to say 5 minutes. Because you want it to soften up a little bit. I mean, even if it gets soggy, it doesn't matter. But you want it to soften up a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. We have it here. We're going to dump these in here like that. And let me kind of make sure they are all coated because we don't want any to not get any coating on them. Okay. Yes. So now we are going to play the waiting game for about 5 minutes. And I will be back and we're going to dump it into the casserole dish and get it into the oven. Alrighty, this has soaked long enough. We're going to add in our butter. Again, this is about maybe a little over a tablespoon. And we're going to add that in and get it stirred around. Okay. And it is time to just dump it in the casserole dish. Okay. And get it like so. And here we are. So this, excuse me. This is ready to go into the oven at 350 and you're just going to cook it until it's done. So let me get it in the oven and then we'll be back to see what the final product looks like. Okay, here you go, the finished product. And my God, this smells so freaking delicious. Finished product here. So I'm going to adjust the camera and we're going to go over some macros. All right, let's go over the macros for this. So for the entire thing, it's 22 grams of fat. And as for, it's 73 grams of protein, and there's 32 carbs and 16 net carbs. Now, we all know, depending on how you portion this out, it's, will determine your, what kind of macros you're going to get. And yeah, this was really easy to make, and you can actually customize with any type of flavor. Use your whatever protein powder. Like I said, I had some stuff I wanted to use up, so it just made sense for me to just use that flavor profile because I was going to go with a cinnamon one. But here we are with this one, and it smells so freaking good. So freaking good. I said earlier I was cooking some chicken breast, so let's take a peek at the chicken breast. Here they are. Nice looking. So what I did is I seasoned mine with a little bit of the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb and some Johnny's, and I called it good. So this is going to conclude my meal prep. Now, I shouldn't say meal prep, but my dish that I wanted to share for today. And I will be back with more videos. And two, if you make this, please tag me because I would love to see how it turns out and what flavor profile that you're going to be using. So thank you so much once again, and I am signing off. Mwah!